Get it
feel
cooking
like her
already.
personality, is so different because she don't have nobody really her
All right, we're up.
Yeah.
around.
Yeah.
Like she's.
Yeah, that's tough on kids, bro. That's why. I mean, it was good because our first daughter had a bunch of cousins, but we didn't want them like a lot of years apart.
Yeah.
Because then they won't have like, I mean, they'll still have a bond, but it's not gonna be as tight, because they're not, by the time, let's say they're 4 or 5 years apart, by the time they're, this one's getting out of playing with dolls, this one's barely going into playing with dolls, so they're not, you know what I mean?
They're like, man, get away from me.
Yeah.
Bro, like.
And that's what made me and my brother so close is because we're all like, a year, 2 years apart, and we grew. I mean, we're all fucking tight as shit. So
you got an older brother too, right?
nah, two
two
younger ones. Yeah, I'm the oldest.
You're the oldest one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Slim. I mean, both of them are bigger than me.
Yeah,
they're
I think
fucking big fucks.
How's the younger brother bigger than?
Well, my dad. What was funny was my
brother.
dad. My dad always talked shit. He was always like, "Oh, you're gonna be the shortest guy. You're gonna be the shortest one." And yeah, I ended up the shortest one, but I wasn't small. These motherfuckers big as fuck.
Yeah.
Like both of them, I think are like 6'1",
Jeez.
and then one of them fucking slim, fucking weighs like 280. Fucking beast, and then Hilo's like pushing like 210, 215, something like that. They're fucking big though.
That's I ended up coming out. They manifested that on you, bro.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like my dad fucking just put it into the universe and made those motherfuckers grow. Big old ugly motherfuckers.
Did they play sports too?
Not in high school. Slim played in junior high for a little bit. He played football, and then he did boxing for a little while. But he's into that arm wrestling shit now.
Hey, that's what he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
I seen him
He's a
doing that.
beast.
That's like a league in itself, right?
Yeah, he broke some dude's arm the other day.
He's still doing that?
Yeah,
Damn.
he broke a dude's arm. I need to bring his big ass in here to talk about that shit.
Dude, that'd be some shit.
Yeah, he's scary though. I don't.
It's
I
like
don't
that
talk-
movie, right? Those
Be a
are
little
movies back in the day.
Yeah. Are we? Let me
We're
share.
up in live. We're up
Let me
in
share
live.
it real quick, and then
What you gotta do?
then we can run it.
I used to like playing that, bro. Arm wrestling, man.
Arm wrestling? Shit, that's how I
Yeah.
got hurt. I hurt my arm like that.
Use it to BS, yeah, and man. And then I stopped. Right now, this quarantine 15, bro. Quarantine turned into
Shit.
extra 20 pounds, bro.
Talking about like 50 pounds, bro. What you talking about? You got off lucky.
And then we had our coach, our Muay Thai coach. He ended up opening up his own gym. He was actually over there at On It, where Joe Rogan kind
Yeah.
of is partnered. I don't know if he's still partnered in on it.
I think he's isn't he the owner?
Yeah, he's like one of the owners.
He's,
there.
Yeah.
he's one. He's in the shareholders.
Yeah.
And so he ended up getting dropped off from over there and ended up opening his own school, but kind of in this myth of all coronavirus, and that's when he was getting his school up and he was working on it, and it just ended up being family stuff going on, and he had to close it down, so now we're like, they ended up starting like a dojo or a gym outside of it to get us to stay together, but it's not that same chemistry on team. It's like any sports team, like if you're borrowing another person's place or stadium or field, it's not the same as having like your own field and stuff like that. It's crazy, man.
All right, bro. I'm ready.
All right.
What's up, everybody? We're back with another hard-hitting episode of From the Left Hash. I'm your host, JJ Torres. And to my right, man, we got a first-timer on the show. We got my boy, Daniel. What's going on, man?
Man, good, bro. It's a really good day over here, man. We got change of weather, So.
Yeah. Oh, nah. Fuck the change of weather, bro.
You don't like that cold?
Nah. Everybody who likes the cold works inside, bro. Us people that gotta work outside.
That is true.
Like, you always hear those people, they're like, oh, I love the cold weather. Bitch, you work in the office. The fuck out of here with that shit, man. fucking office working.
Mine's
You
restaurant.
You ain't
restaurant.
outside.
Yeah,
You ain't
yeah,
outside
no,
fucking
bro.
working and shit. That's why you like it, because you ain't in it. You're in it
That
for
is
fucking
true,
30
bro.
seconds from
Yeah.
your work spot to the car, and then you go home and lay in the blankets. That's why you like it.
That's one thing I hate about hearing somebody who has that and like complaining about the weather. Oh, it's so hot. It's so hot. It's like
Yeah.
you walk 30 steps from your car to the building.
For real.
Sorry, I've been sweating since 8 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, my shit's out. Yeah, my shit's outside, bro. Like, nah, you like cold weather, you go suck a fat one.
Hey, that my pops. That's why he didn't work today. He was like, man, it's too damn cold. He does concrete too, you know.
That's a
like, I was
smart
saying,
man
he was
right
like,
there.
nah, he was like that.
Well, I mean, after a point, it's too cold for concrete to set up properly.
Yeah, it is.
exactly.
You know, they just have, but no, I always say, give me 110 over 50 degrees any day.
Yeah,
Give me the heat.
that ain't no lie. I'll take 100, dude. Anything under 70, I'm hurting.
70?
Yeah,
Shit, I
nah.
thought I was a bitch at under 50.
dude, I'm the
but
biggest bitch with cold weather.
For real?
I don't know,
hate
man.
it,
I'll give
bro.
you a run for your money.
I hate it. I hate it so much. It's terrible.
That's why I was like, man, you got confused me with a beard, bro. I was like, man,
Nah, I ain't made it. The beard ain't for the cold, bro. Nah, it ain't for the cold. That shit don't help nothing. But yeah, then we got my boy Brandon on the ones and twos over there.
Yo,
ready.
what's going on?
Oh,
Bam,
you,
I
dude,
just
you
pop
were
up.
ready on that
I'm
I'm
one.
right in between y'all. Yeah, how y'all doing? How y'all
Good,
doing?
man.
Oh, hey, shh, 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 shh. Sorry, they always
What?
follow me around. They
The fuck
follow
you
me
only
around.
get applause, man.
I don't know, man. They just follow me around. I cannot get rid of
the
them.
audience there.
Legit. But yeah, man, let's get ready to talk some sports, bro. We're gonna get into the NFL first and how bad the Texans and Cowboys fucking suck ass. Terrible. I don't know.
Yeah.
What are you, Cowboys fan, right? Texans fan? All right.
Yeah, I was trying to wear my Texans jersey today too, bro, because it was that military camouflage, but it didn't fit, bro.
Oh
Like,
shit. That's
I was
that
like,
Rona,
"Ah,
that
nah,
Rona 20 inch
yeah,
kid.
Nah, man, I was like, let me get the
Dude.
UT one out, man. Shit.
Nah, it's hard to put the jersey on anyways though right now, man, because they're fucking sucking ass. You know, I still put mine on Sundays, but as soon as the game over, I take it off. I don't wear it all day like I used to.
And I think with we're seeing that because at the restaurant we put on the TVs for the sports, right?
Yeah.
And my wife, before we met, she didn't even like football, right? And then got her into football. Now she's like big time into let's watch football. Let's put it on the restaurant. And then I'm so out of it now. I'm like, she's keeping me in the loop now. You know, she's the one that buys me jerseys and just sets me up, to try to get this, just try to keep that sports like time alive.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Where
yeah.
you're able to like chill down for a little bit and just watch it and like fucking pay attention to it and
Get out,
what it
get
is,
out of
you
the
know?
world for a little bit. Get out
Yeah.
your mind for a little bit, right? Yeah.
That's what it helps a lot. for
Yeah,
sure.
hell yeah. But that's why a lot of people were getting pissed about them getting all like super political and shit because
Yeah.
that's the time people want to get away and just watch something instead of having shit pushed on
Have
them.
the same thing, right?
Yeah, but yeah, man, it's hard to watch them, man. It's hard to watch them right now. Dude, you can't even watch them. I think they're starting not to show them because they suck so much.
Bro.
Like this past weekend, they were showing who the fuck? They were showing another game. I think it was Pittsburgh and no, it wasn't them. I don't know. But they showed a different game and I was just like, what the fuck am I gonna? I don't want to watch the fucking Cowboys get raped by fucking
No,
Washington.
yeah.
So I just started playing PS4, man. Fuck it. Some
Do you
bullshit.
you do fantasy?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
do
I got.
fantasy too.
Yeah, but we usually do
haven't
it for
done
some
it,
money. We usually
yeah.
do it for some money, but this year I was like, nah, because the Rona, who knows what's gonna happen during the season if they had to shut the football season
Yeah,
down,
yeah.
So I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do it for money, but we're doing it for our trophy. But yeah, nah. I mean, it's still fun, but it's not how it is, regular years.
I didn't even know till like this year when like I saw that first game, dude. I was like, why is their fucking passing game so fucking garbage? And it was, I mean, DeAndre Hopkins,
Yeah,
where's he at right now?
he's in Arizona.
Arizona.
Yeah.
They got a B squad, right?
Yeah, they're
Like,
they're
wide
all right.
receivers,
I
no?
think they got a good offense.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people hopped on that train before they saw what was going on. Cause they're decent, but they're not all.
Yeah, like freaking
Yeah.
elite
Yeah.
type deal.
Yeah. But yeah, he's over in fucking Arizona. Did you see what he just did? he apparently there were a bunch of Trump supporters wherever they were playing at this past weekend or something, and he flipped them off. he
Who was
flicked
that,
off
DeAndre?
Hopkins. He flicked off a bunch of Trump supporters for some reason. I was like, what the fuck, man? Like, what a dick. I mean, if you want to flip them off, but I mean, that's, I don't know, dude.
Yeah,
That's
no,
just
for
weird,
sure.
though, But yeah, man. So the Houston Texans suck. The Dallas Cowboys suck. Fucking Andy Dalton just went down, so now they're on their third quarterback.
Dude, I saw that he
Back
got
up.
like knocked the fuck out,
Yeah,
didn't he?
he was out, bro.
Woo. Was
Yeah.
that an illegal hit, or were they just trying to kind of?
I didn't even watch the
dog
play,
tatted a
bro.
little bit.
I didn't watch. Like I said, dude, I got pissed off because they weren't showing the Texans. So I was like, "Fuck this, dude!
You're
I'm
not
not
even gonna
watching
watch
Dallas.
that.
Fuck that shit."
Yeah, because I saw like just a few like back-to-back replays, and like caption was saying, "Oh, it was an illegal helmet to helmet," but it didn't look like a helmet to
Oh, yeah?
helmet.
Can
It
you
looked like
pull it
more
up?
like yeah, I'll pull it up.
Let's
Put it
watch
on
that
the-
shit. I always love watching a little knockout
Let's
action,
send it to
bro.
New York. Let's send it to the studios.
Yeah, dude. But
You
yeah,
find
man.
yourself watching other games right now. Freaking Tom Brady over there with the Buccaneers.
Yeah,
Brady.
man.
Showcasting him and
Showing
freaking-
out, dude. They just signed Antonio Brown, which is crazy as fuck.
Antonio Brown.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
so now they're gonna have their
Ooh,
offense
these
is gonna be
teams are-
stupid, man. If Antonio Brown, actually plays and shows up the way he used to.
That fantasy football league, y'all been doing it for
Oh, mine.
like consistently with the same people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mine. We've been running for like, man, I want to say like 8 or 9 years, maybe 10
Yeah.
years with basically the same. Like we'll switch out 1 or 2 people every year, but basically the same.
The same base.
Yeah, because it's all like family. It's my brothers, Big Joe,
Yeah,
Big Joe, right?
yeah.
Big Joe, my homeboy Pollo, my homie Hede, a few other people, man. We're all just homies. So we
Yeah.
that's the time. Usually we
Stay
go and
connected.
do a live draft. So we go to somewhere to go eat and shit, and then
Like
we do
Buffalo
our
Wild
draft
Wings,
there.
something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah. I was
All
doing
right.
it with George Zaragoza,
Uh-huh.
but ended up not. You don't show up like those couple people that you get busy, don't show up to the fantasy football league, and you
Yeah.
get replaced, man.
We're ready to watch the shit.
let's
Hold
check
on.
out this hit.
He's going to scramble for it. Dalton is going to get injured at the end of this play.
Oh, he took off the run. Oh, yeah, nah, that's a bad hit.
Is it?
Yeah, he was going down.
Took his
Fucking
helmet
out,
off.
bro.
He was-
He's fucking out.
Down and
Yeah, no, that's a bad hit. That's a bad hit.
what a terrible looking
He well, as soon as you see them going into the slide like that, you're supposed to come up. You're supposed to let off.
and he is
So, yeah, that's a
He
bad
didn't.
one. Nah, he didn't let up. You could tell right away. Like as soon as he motions to go into the slide, you're supposed to let off.
Oh yeah, he could have.
Yeah.
He could have done something to kind of.
Yeah.
Could have
Get
rolled
the
or
way or
something to
something.
get. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, that's a bad hit. Oh,
Damn.
poor Dalton, man.
So what? He got put in the concussion protocol.
yeah. It's probably around I think 2 weeks.
Damn.
Usually what it takes for
Who
them
has
to
a
come
better
back.
record, Cowboys or Texans right now?
The Cowboys, but they played worse teams.
Yeah, I know. Like we recently just lost to Green Bay Packers, right?
Yeah,
The
dude.
Texans.
The Texans have had a fucking shit ass schedule, bro. It didn't help. So, you know,
the
that
Packers. I'm like, nah, man, come on, like.
what is this? My boy Joe's saying bad hit, and none of his teammates backed him up. But yeah, he's the backup. So after him, there's nobody else to back him up.
I mean, like.
What do you
So
expect, bro?
he's the
It's the
third string-
Cowboys, man. Them
Well,
dudes aren't in it right now,
Well,
man.
he's the third string, or he's the second string quarterback. So when he gets the third string, what are you pulling like the kickers replacement
Oh.
yeah.
to cover him? Like who did they go that deep with quarterbacks?
No, they have a third string. Well, he was into this game. He was already the second string. He was first string.
Well, yeah.
now.
Oh, well,
So they
because
had a
of Dak.
backup. Yeah.
So then they picked up. So I mean, what I'm getting
What-
at is how many quarterbacks does an NFL team usually have?
Usually they have 2 or 3.
2 to 3.
Yeah. If
Okay.
you have a legit starting quarterback, you're only carrying 2. But
Right.
some teams like to carry 3.
But well, in this case, Dak got injured, and then now just
Yeah.
in a weird incident, 2 weeks later, you're
Free
Your-
agent or what?
Your second string gets knocked out.
No, the offensive
Who's your-
line didn't whoop the guy that hit it.
Oh, so he's talking about some
probably
baseball.
didn't like
Yeah,
boxing.
Oh, hang
nah,
on,
I
we
mean-
got a link being
I
sent to
don't
us.
know what that
Let's
is.
check that out.
Yeah, I don't know, Joe. That I mean, bro, like what I'm saying is that the Cowboys have basically fucking checked out, bro. They're not playing anymore. So if you're
Oh, here we
gonna,
go. We got a nice slow mo.
yeah, if you're gonna expect them to back somebody up like that, it's not gonna happen.
Let's look at the slow mo here.
Oh yeah, dude, he could
Yeah.
have backed up.
Yeah, he could have.
Like as soon as you see him,
Yeah, because
putting his
homeboy's
feet
right
forward,
here.
yeah. As soon as you see him leaning back like that, right there,
Yeah,
he should have let off.
Yeah. And he went in. Oh yeah, he led with his head.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. I mean, the shoulder got him, but he led with his head, and that's kind of the
Yeah.
penalty.
Oh, dude,
right?
even the Redskins players like, oh shit,
Oh fuck.
dang, that's a bad hit, bro.
Who was that player that lit him up, man?
Poor Red Rifle. I don't know. 53. Who knows? That team doesn't even have a name, bro. So who knows what the players' names are?
Oh, that's right, because we can't call them Redskins
Yeah,
anymore,
they're not
right?
the
Yeah, because
Redskins.
that's
They're the
racist.
Washington football team.
Yeah, fair enough.
So who knows?
That's
who
got a
knows
nice
what
ring,
that
right?
is.
That'll fit on a jersey.
Yeah.
Real nice.
I guess.
Washington football.
Nah, but man, it's tough watching these teams, man. That sucks, dude.
Yeah.
You know? Cowboys suck. Texans suck. Longhorns suck. It's bad. It's a bad fucking
It's
2020,
time,
man. It's
2020,
not
bro. What
good.
happened, man?
Yeah.
You know?
But yeah, man. And then Pittsburgh is the only team that's still undefeated.
That's what I
'Cause-
seen.
Cause Seattle ended up losing to the fucking Cardinals, man.
Seattle did.
Yeah, but Seattle's not the. I was telling one of my buddies today, Seattle's not the same kind of team they were, in the back
few
then
years
when they
back,
were
yeah,
winning
yeah.
Super Bowls, because their defense is fucking terrible. Defense is terrible, but their offense is legit, man, and could score a bunch of points. But I mean, if you can't stop nobody, what the hell's the
Yeah,
point of
somebody's
scoring a
gonna
lot of
break
points?
when you're going these high scoring games. You make one mistake, and
Yeah.
you let the other team
You
come
don't
on.
score on one drive, the other team does. I
Yeah.
mean, you're out of it, And then OBJ got hurt; he's out for the season. Odell Beckham, he's the guy that likes to get shit on. Have you seen that?
I saw that he got hurt. What was it, like an ACL or something, right?
Yeah, he tore his ACL.
Yeah, I
but
saw that.
but like there was a
Likes to get shit on.
yeah there was a I guess she's a prostitute.
Oh, you're talking literally get.
Yeah, literally
shit
get shit on. Yeah, like I guess there's a prostitute that came out and was like, yeah,
He hires me on the reg to come drop a deuce on him.
Yeah, like he flew her out there and shit.
Damn.
Yeah.
Like specifically from her?
Yeah.
Does he like make her eat certain things?
Nah, I don't know,
before,
but
or
he
just-
told her like to take a shower or not to take a shower like a day or two before.
he likes
he
it
was like,
raw.
yeah, he was like, don't take a shower.
Woo.
And she's like, man, this is a freaky motherfucker.
Hey, if he's paying the money, right?
Bro, I mean, yeah, But I was like, damn, that's fucking wild. But yeah, she was on some podcast with like other like OnlyFans girls or some shit.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Like only podcasts.
Yeah. Oh yeah, something like
That's
that.
it.
But yeah, so she went on there and spilled the beans on that, dude. So I mean,
Hey, I'm
That's
not one
crazy.
to
Yeah,
I'm not one to
sometimes it
kink
comes through,
shame,
man. Yeah,
but I do get a little bit of I do like to like kink shaming is kind of my kink too. So
Oh,
it's a
all
weird
right.
situation for me.
yeah. I mean,
I'm
I'm
not trying to pass any judgment, but
I'm not.
it's
I'm
like,
not either. But once you get shit on, bro, I mean, that's kind of different. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know people are into it,
yeah.
like getting pissed on and shit too. But nah, that ain't my cup of tea, bro.
And that's fine.
Fucking,
It's
that's
not-
fucking wild.
It's not mine.
throwing up and shit.
That's
man.
yeah, bro. I seen.
Oh,
yeah.
Two girls,
Nah.
one cup.
Oh fuck! You know I've never seen that video,
never
bro.
seen it?
I've gone my entire life without seeing it.
Oh,
so
man.
I'm
All right, hold
no,
up.
no. Nah, hell no. I'm walking out this way.
I'll tell you this right now. You never look at soft serve ice cream the same way.
Good, because I like
Bro,
soft
there's-
serve ice cream.
I heard some crazy stories, man. I had this sergeant in the army. He
Oh,
said that he had this one soldier, bro. Lie or not, I don't know, but he said like this one soldier, his wife used to like to just carry his shit with her, You know, like she would put it like in a
Like
little
in a
Ziploc
bag.
or
I've
something
heard
like
of that. I've
Carry
heard of that.
shit?
Yeah.
And she would just carry it anywhere and have it in her bag, and she would say that it made her feel that he was right next to her.
I've that's weird that I've heard of
Outside.
that being a thing that actually. So I heard this from a dude who was like a probation officer, and he caught one of his guys with a bag of what he said. He was like, man, it looked like a bag of like black tar, like heroin. And he was like, the guy started acting really paranoid and blah blah blah. And after
Ugh.
like grilling him for a little bit, it was like somebody else's shit.
Oh no.
And yeah, he just liked to carry it around with him. It's like, damn. So
Dang, I don't know about that, bro. That's fucking
Deep
wild.
connection.
That's man. This fucking world is wild out there, man. There's some crazy shit out there, bro. I never heard about people carrying shit around.
yeah, it's a thing. I mean, it's what is it? Internet rule number 34. I think it's 34. If it exists, there's a porn of it. So, yeah.
That's fucking wild, bro. I don't even know
Here,
how
let
to.
me-
I don't.
let me
Nah.
share.
Oh, what do you? Oh, rules. Internet rules.
Yeah, there's rules for the internet.
Okay. What is this one? Number 34.
Yeah, pretty much if it exists, there's porn of it.
Mm. All right.
Wow.
That's good to know. I mean,
Deep stuff.
what's the craziest fucking porn you've ever looked up, bro?
Craziest porn.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
It's like fuck.
Couples and shit, dog. Multiple motherfucking couples.
Couple-
dog, and shit.
You did, like orgies and shit or what? Just like
Nah,
straight up
man.
big ass
But the wife
orgies.
don't be getting into that shit, dog.
I went. What is rule number 1?
Oh, rule number 1
do
is
not
do
talk
not-
about rules 2
2 to 33, and then 34 is
no, girls
there is
are-
porn of it, no exceptions.
Oh gosh.
Rule number 37: there are no girls on the internet.
Damn. I mean that's true. I mean especially in chat rooms, right? Dude,
Oh,
do you
well,
remember?
that's what it pertains to.
Do you remember chat
Damn.
rooms?
Dude, I remember that AOL going or Yahoo chat.
Yeah, like
even
how many
all of those.
how many old fat guys were just, talking up
How many do you
little
think you
dudes?
were talking to?
Fuck, dude, at least 50.
At least 50.
Fuck yeah.
All right, I was probably pushing 35 to 40.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, yeah.
so
That's wild. That's crazy. Now the craziest
was
shit I've
funny
ever looked
shit.
up was like midget porn, bro.
oh, that's cute.
I just wanted to see
That's
what it was
cute.
like.
It's midgets fucking.
Yeah.
Now,
That's-
now midget on midget.
no,
or
like midget,
midget-
regular
Oh,
person.
see, that's
Yeah.
interesting.
For
It's like,
real.
man,
That's
y'all,
what I
y'all
wanted to
getting
see.
creative.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to see.
I've never seen a milk crate being used in that purpose before.
That shit's wild. What about you?
Oh,
Because you
man.
made that shit sound like it was nothing.
I'm a very curious person, so I've seen some shit, man. Like,
Yeah?
I mean, you probably name it, I've seen it. Just
Yeah?
out of I'll see the title and be like, what the fuck?
It's just watch
All
it.
right, fuck it. Like,
I can
worst
see
case,
that.
I'm gonna go back and stop watching it. Like, okay.
Yeah, if I'd scrolled past some shit, I would have been like, "What's that?" And then like the dudes aren't the women never came. What is that? What does that come on? What movie is that?
The women.
The women
came.
never came. Yeah, he was like, I watched the gay porn once. The women never came.
I
Oh,
don't
Euro
know.
Trip.
Was it? Oh, see, I never saw that one.
Oh, dude, that's a good one.
I don't remember that part.
Yeah, that's when they were getting high as fuck. When they were in Amsterdam,
Yeah.
and homeboy thought he ate pot brownies, but they weren't pot brownies. They were just regular brownies. And he
Oh,
was
the
freaking
sister,
out.
The sister and brother and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, that shit was funny. But all right, man, let's get what are we doing? Let's get back
Talking
into
about,
sports.
Texans
That's
and-
my kind of podcast right there.
Right. Oh, all right. All right, man. I think that's about it for the NFL because I don't want to talk about them sucking.
Well, hang
no
on.
more.
I'm gonna bring it. I know
What
you're
you got?
saying the your team, the Texans, are
Yeah.
sucking, and your boy. I saw something about J.J. Watt being traded.
Yeah, dude. I mean, right now,
how you gonna gloss over that?
no, right now it's like well, I don't know if they will or not.
Okay,
but
so it's
a lot
just
of people
word.
have been saying that they should fire sale, which is just sell everybody that's worth anything. So like our top 2 receivers, sell them. J.J. Watt, trade them. Whitney Merciless, trade them. There were only 2 people that were saying that shouldn't be traded was Deshaun Watson and our left guard Laramie Tunsil. because we just signed both of those dudes. So I don't know. Will they do it? I don't know. You know,
Alright.
They
but the
already got a
thing is,
coach?
that
They already got a guy?
no, they don't have. We don't
Or
have
a
coach. No GM either. But
You
the
can't
thing,
hire a coach because you don't
Houston
have a
is gangster with
GM.
it.
the
man.
thing is that like we're sucking it up, and we don't even get a first round pick because fucking O'Brien traded for this year's and next year's pick. So even if we do, you know, tank to get a high pick, you know, we're not getting shit.
You think he's gonna sit back on draft day?
Oh, he's
the next
laughing
2
his
years
fucking
and he's
dick
just
off
sitting
right
there,
now,
he's like,
bro.
Fuck yeah.
He's laughing his shit off right now. He don't give a fuck.
Has he got a new job yet?
No.
No. You think
No.
he's gonna get one somewhere? Or is he
I
just
think he
gonna-
will.
Yeah.
He's gonna be the Cowboys head coach next year.
Oh no shit.
I hope. Shit, I can only hope so. Yeah, I don't know, bro. But I mean, I don't know if they do trade him. I hope he goes to a contender. You know, to somebody like a Green Bay or Seattle or something like that. I hope he goes to somebody like that. You know, that's going for a Super Bowl because it'd be
Somewhere
nice.
He's flourishing at.
Yeah,
freaking-
it'd be nice to see that dude get a ring. I love that guy.
That's how I felt about Tony Gonzalez, bro.
Yeah, Tony Gonzalez
I
was a
always felt like
beast.
he should have like also had that chance to
Yeah,
get that ring. He tried so hard with the Falcons that last year. Like,
Yeah.
he was going off on that freaking field, man.
yeah,
Just never got on that team that was able to take him there.
yeah. And then let's jump into baseball, bro, because the Astros ended up losing. I know that was last week, but we haven't been here. We missed last week's show.
Oh, that's right.
But the Astros fucking lost, and dude, what's funny is, you know, they went down 3-0, right? They went down 3-0 in the series. Tampa Bay just had to win one more game in 4 games. So the only team to ever come back from a 3-0 deficit is the Boston Red Sox in 2003 against the Yankees. So the Astros, they go off and they win 3 in a row, right? So to make it a game 7. And I was telling all my friends that are Astros fans, I was like, dude, why did they do this to y'all, you know? Why the fuck are they making y'all act like, you know, they're going to win in game 7 and shit? They're just going to get there to lose. And then they lost. I was like, dude, they made all that commotion and made y'all believe, and then they get fucking beat.
Get the hopes up.
Yeah, I was pumped because I fucking hate the Astros right now. But yeah,
Mark, she's a Dodgers fan.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
she's loving it
diehard,
right
bro.
now, then.
She is.
because so the Astros won, and then the Dodgers beat the Braves in 7 games, and then right now the Dodgers are up 3-2 in the series, but I think they're down right now to the Tampa Bay Rays in game 6. Yeah, they're down 1-0 top of the 3rd. So yeah, man. But dude, Tampa Bay, that series has been great so far, man. Game 4 was fucking crazy. That was the one that ended in the 9th inning. They scored 2 runs in the bottom of the 9th to win it. It was fucking awesome, dude.
Bro.
Yeah, it was legit. But yeah, so that's going on. What else?
No, I never really got too into baseball. To be
No,
honest. Nah, I
Dude,
never
that's
had like
my-
a mentor,
that's-
you know, or like kind of any introduction to it, right? It was always like fucking
yeah.
not
If you
even-
don't have anybody to get you into the
Yeah.
sport, it's kind of hard.
You know, the only close thing that I've kind of got to it right now is like this one mentor, Brian Carruthers, that I have. He's made just a bunch of money on like in network marketing, and now he got into as a hobby like doing baseball cards, right? And he's like,
Oh,
saying
yeah,
that
I've seen that
baseball cards
shit.
right now are like
I've seen all
freaking
cards,
so
bro.
going, yeah, all cards, baseball, basketball, you know,
Mm-hmm.
football cards, but like a lot of the main ones that he was doing is like baseball cards that
Yeah.
are like tripling, like big time on value. Like
Yeah.
they're just buying freaking packs of cards from like Target and Walmart, and then going through them and finding like the holographics, and then they go and get them where they value them.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, where they'll send them to go get valued.
Wait, hang on. So holographic cards are now worth a shitload of money?
For
Depending
baseball,
on-
yeah.
Oh fuck, show's over, guys. Dude, I've got so like I collected mostly baseball cards back in the day, and I've got so many like holographic. Like I got those. Dude, I've got some like Mark McGuire,
Oh yeah.
fucking God, who were the other
Him
home
probably
run
not
guys?
so much because
Well,
he
when
got
he
caught
played-
with steroids.
Well, when he played for the A's,
oh, okay.
like before the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Who were the other fucking home run giants at that time?
Sammy.
Yeah,
Sammy
dude, I've
Sosa.
got all of them, man. Like,
Let me
What
have
you
them.
want for them, bro?
fuck, I've got some Michael Jordan ones. Are
Michael
those Jordan
Jo-
cards?
Those Jordan, bro. There was one that went.
Show's
for
over,
like,
guys.
We gotta check this shit out.
Damn. I'm gonna have to dig them out.
But dude, so talking about that, you know, they were saying how NBA had taken over as the number 2 sport in America, right? Because obviously football's number 1, right? And baseball had been number 2 forever. Well, baseball was number 1 for a long time too. But they were saying the NBA, you know, is getting more popular than baseball. But I saw this stat is Game 7 of the NLCS, which is the National League Championship, the Dodgers and the Braves. It got a higher rating than any of the NBA Finals games. That's fucking
Damn.
wild. And people say, well, what's funny is people say that baseball's boring and shit, man. I've never found it boring.
Yeah.
I love that sport, dude. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful
You
game to
played it
watch.
too, right?
Yeah. I play the shit out of it. I still play it. Well, I play slow pitch softball, but you know, I'm trying to stick around as long as I can in something that's like that, you know. But yeah, man. So that, I mean, just seeing that is fucking crazy, you know. Baseball might be making a little comeback.
It's almost like behind everything, right? I'm not gonna say like this is like a big reason, but like recently basketball got super huge, especially like Lakers, like with like Kobe,
Yeah.
right? Like the death of Kobe and just people coming out on it. And I mean, for sure you're gonna have like the Kobe fans, right? Like my wife, she's also like huge Kobe fan. Like she's from Bakersfield, California, so she's always rooted for these teams: baseball, basketball. It was Lakers and Dodgers, right? And like, so, but with that coming out, you know, there more people started watching basketball. I think, you know, at the same time, you know, I mean, teams and games got interesting and everything, but I feel like you said, like baseball at the end of the day, like has huge like roots.
Oh yeah.
You know, in America, you know, go to those teams like Dodgers, Yankees, and you know those teams. You know, they have mad followers, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah. My boy Joe's asking, what do y'all think about the NBA wanting to start back up in December? I don't really care, bro. The NBA to me is like, I don't know, man. It's falling off a little bit, dude. It's I mean, I hate keep bringing it up and over again, but it's like to me they're pushing their political agenda, which is making a lot of people not want to watch. And that's one of the things that was also, you know, the reasoning behind, you know, that stat of more people watching the NLCS than any of the Game 7s was because, you know, like we said, you watch sports to get away from everything, to you know, get lost in your mind for a little bit and watch something fun. But when you got, you know, the, you know, most of the NBA players have what would you call those, like little slogans or whatever on their jerseys, you know, it's kind of a turnoff, man, you know. So I don't know, dude. It is what it is. If they come back in December, so what? People don't watch the NBA in the regular season. They watch the playoffs.
The
That's it.
finals and the playoffs.
Yeah,
and all that.
like nobody. I mean, unless you're like hardcore into basketball, you're not watching that shit, bro. You know. So I mean, I can tell you right now, I barely watched. The full time of the playoffs that I watched was maybe like a half. That's it. So
yeah, same.
I don't know.
For sure, that was the same for me.
Yeah.
And you know, what somebody the other day was saying about that, like about like the sports. They're like, man, how is it that like football, right? You've had like these certain like teams or centers that have had like the coronavirus, right? Or like they had like somebody test positive, and then they like, I think it was the Jaguars, right? That ended up closing up for like a week or something like that.
The Titans.
The Titans,
yeah.
was it Titans,
Mm-hmm.
right? Ended up closing off, and then they were like, "Why is it that basketball doesn't have like any?"
Well, yeah, basketball was a little different because so what basketball did is they all went to one spot. They all stayed in one hotel, or like a couple hotels, or they had like a bunch of like little condos and shit, I guess, or townhomes. But it was basically like a little sanctuary, and they all played on one court. So, and they were getting tested all the time. Football, everybody's still traveling, you know, they're still going through airports, still and you know, if
Bunch
you're
of different,
traveling
like,
and stuff, you're
stadiums
gonna
and
yeah
everything.
yeah yeah. So it's gonna end up happening. NBA did it right by having everybody in one spot. It's easier to control though because there's not that many players.
Yeah,
So
true.
football, you got 53 people on each roster.
Yeah, and an NBA team, what, you might have 25, 30?
No,
Something like
I
that?
think it's like 11.
Well, I mean, just like whole team support.
Oh yeah yeah yeah.
Like the whole
Yeah.
traveling of a whole basketball team versus an NFL team.
yeah.
Big
Yeah.
difference.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so I mean that's one of the big reasons. But even in the NFL, you haven't had that many what do you call it, like outbreaks
Like
or whatever.
cases and all that. Yeah,
Yeah,
it hasn't
you
been
haven't.
much.
They haven't had that many. So
What do you think the hooker game, like, for, like, you know, when they have a big game, like, do you think they're hurting? Because I mean, I'm sure some of them pick up on some hookers the day before
oh
the
fuck
game,
yeah,
right?
dude. I mean, it's been known. It's been known.
Fucking
Dude, they-
what's his name from the Patriots? Kraft.
Yeah, crap.
Robert Kraft. Do you think he's?
That wasn't a hooker. That was a massage therapist.
I mean, hey,
They gave hand jobs if you paid her extra.
that's a massage therapy. I'd say.
Yeah.
I'd write that off on
That's
insurance.
the best massage therapy. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I mean, I bet you some of those hookers are hurting, but
Taking a hit.
yeah,
Oh, for real.
I mean, not literally because they aren't taking a hit.
Well, they might be, but
Not, I mean, yeah, but not
Get
getting
you-
paid
not
as
as much. Yeah.
But yeah, man. All right, let's get into the Longhorns, man. So, did you watch the game this weekend or not?
I read about it.
Yeah,
I didn't
Longhorns.
get to watch it.
Longhorns and Baylor. I mean, Baylor
said they-
sucks, dude.
Do they suck? There's
Yeah,
always been like a rivalry though.
they have been,
Right.
but the thing, well, they were just coming off of like a COVID thing where they didn't even get to practice most of the week. I think they only practiced like one day out of the week, and that was it. So we
Dang.
should have gone in there and fucking rolled them.
Smashed on them.
Yeah, we beat them by 11, which is, I mean, it's not bad, but dude,
But it
you're
came
not.
to the end too, right? Didn't it?
Yeah,
That they
toward-
said,
yeah.
like, towards like
Yeah, I mean, we were only up by 11 points, so
Yeah.
they could have, they score a couple touchdowns, that's over. But I don't know, dude. I don't know what to think about this fucking team, man. They suck, which is, I'm tired of saying it. I mean, how many years have we been saying it now? 10
Yeah.
years? Since 2010 was the last time we had a good team?
That seems about right.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, we
Roseau
had
Day,
right?
we
no,
had we had
Roseau Day,
one year where we won a big bowl against Georgia, but that was it.
I don't remember that one. So the band? I heard about the band wasn't. They didn't travel with them.
Yeah, they
Is that
didn't
right?
want to. They didn't want to play the
The Eyes of Texas
of
because they took like a vote within the
Mhm.
band, and the people who didn't want to play it, like, it was enough people that they didn't have the right enough instruments to like properly play it,
Yeah.
so they didn't travel.
We suck. Yeah, we
And-
do, bro.
And I heard a whole bunch of shit. People were like, "Fuck it, just get the alumni band."
Yeah.
Like, and a lot of them were like, "Fuck yeah, like, call us out. Like, we know it. We can play the Eyes."
That's the thing about it, dude. Is like people were talking about how we should get a new fight song and how the Eyes of Texas shouldn't be played anymore because it's racist and stuff like that. But it's like, dude, it's tradition. It's tradition. Who who
over a
cares
bunch
what
of
it
years.
used to
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
It's what it means to you now. That's the thing. It's like, so Joseph Osai is on the team, right? He's one of the best defensive players we have and could be picked in the NFL draft in like the first 3 rounds maybe. But his mom came over from Nigeria, and then somehow they got into Texas, and he was talking about how much the Eyes of Texas means to him because of that, because of how he was able to get into the school and all this stuff. And it's like, dude, that's you want to take that away from that kid? That doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
Well, do you know?
What were they saying
Do you know
about
the
it?
story? Oh,
Go
Well,
ahead.
well, do you know the story about the Eyes of Texas? Like,
Yeah, it was performed. It was
was written for I think it was the president of UT in like the early 1900s,
Mhm.
and they're saying that it was done in blackface and performed
Was-
in blackface.
Well, see,
and-
the thing that I had read was it was performed the way it was performed. It wasn't the song in general that was racist.
no, that's
it was the way that it was
the way.
performed.
Yeah, it was the way.
Which
it
is
was
not how we
performed.
perform it today,
No.
obviously.
No, absolutely.
So
not.
why is it still racist? That doesn't make any sense
Well,
to
it's
me.
rooted in racism.
Yeah, you gonna root my nuts in your fucking throat. Like, that shit's stupid.
Yeah, I
I mean,
mean,
how much of a bitch are we? Is America turning into where you can't fucking? It's common sense, bro. Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know. It's just stupid, man. To me, it doesn't make any sense. But I guess a lot of people are offended by it, you know. But a lot of people are offended by all kinds of shit.
Well, I don't know. It's just one of those when you look into like the history of it, like you can say, oh, it's got racist beginnings, but when you really look into it, it's like, well, no, because nothing about the song or the lyrics is demeaning
do
to
with
another
that.
race or putting them down. Like,
Yeah.
so what is it? What's your beef? The way it was originally, done? Okay, that's fine. But
Which it hasn't been done like that in how many years?
well, exactly. And as I'm getting at, people who would phrase it that way would be like, oh, would words and phrases continually evolve, and change meaning, which is why something 20 years ago was okay and
Yeah.
not why it's not today. But this, like, it's evolved. It's obviously not that.
Yeah.
This is like a big thing. I mean, it's something to the Texas football team and just the university itself.
Well, to all the teams, dude. Every single team after a win or a loss, they know that they're gonna be standing on the field singing "The Eyes of Texas,"
Mm-hmm.
and to try and take that away is something that doesn't. I mean,
Well, now correct
For
me if
something
I'm
that's
wrong.
been like
they,
that for years, right?
yeah,
they still play it. Like if the band's not there, they'll play it over
yeah.
the
They
intercom.
play. Yeah,
But
on Saturday
I
they
mean,
played it over
yeah.
over whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I've been to a couple UT games. Like,
Mhm.
I mean, there's hearing it from the PA versus hearing it from the band,
Mhm.
totally different.
Oh yeah.
Totally different.
Yeah.
You have that appreciation for it,
Yeah.
and that's something that I don't know it seems like it's being ripped away from like the fans because it's that bonding moment, like you were starting to say,
Yeah.
win or lose, like that's where we all come back together and kind of ground ourselves.
Yep.
That common ground.
And the thing that I did like to see was that all the Texas players stayed out for it. This
Oh, they did.
yeah, they stayed out
Okay,
for it.
because there was some shit about that.
Yeah.
That it was just the quarterback a couple weeks ago, but now
Yeah,
like
against
the whole team.
against OU,
Okay.
I guess it was only the quarterback. I thought I saw people saying that Osai was out there too, but I'm not
Okay.
sure. The
Okay.
pictures that I had
Unconfirmed.
seen, I only saw Sam. My brother Jacob said that song is boring as fuck. No, it's not.
Shots fired.
I mean, it's a fight
Put it on
song
right now.
Yeah,
Is that their fight song?
Yeah.
Is Ice of Texas?
Mhm.
Okay, I thought it was just one of the songs that they played.
I think it's their fight song.
No, I thought their fight song is the dun 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 dun.
I don't know.
dun,
You
dun.
might have to Google.
Well, now that I'm playing it through more, they're probably pretty close
I don't know.
in my mind.
I don't know. But yeah, so I don't know, dude. I mean, to me, it has to be coaching, right? Because I saw this thing too, where it was
Yeah.
it was like Texas is in the top 5 of the most talented teams voted on by the coaches in the
So
in the
they're just
NCAA.
so they're just not executing.
So this. I mean, some of it does. Yeah, it's gonna fall on the players, but if you have one of the top 5 talented teams in the nation, and you're not getting, I mean, it has to be on the coaches.
Yeah, well,
'cause they're
and-
not getting
and
coached up.
When you
Yeah,
said it's a
no,
coach's
it's all-
poll, so they
Yeah.
recognize
Yeah.
talent.
Yeah,
And if you're not doing it, yeah, that's 100% on the coaches.
yeah,
Yeah, it all kind of comes down to leadership on everything.
exactly. Yep.
You know, how you're going to get your freaking players ready for that team or freaking prep them up for what
Yeah.
they got to do, right? Like to execute. And I mean, it's like having a freaking, a leader at a job that you don't freaking really respect, because they say like you got to earn your respect daily. Really.
Yeah.
You may be like the owner, but if you just go in there and demand and you don't do nothing for the people and they don't feel like you give a shit about them, like once you leave, bro, it's like, screw that guy. Like,
Mhm.
don't matter who it is, and that's where
They're talking mad shit about you once you leave. I mean,
Soon
I
as
know
he
what you're
walks out,
talking
man,
about.
Yeah.
fuck this
I've
guy.
seen
What
people
are you
like
talking
that.
about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and it kind of, came like my parents were like owners of the restaurant first. Not saying that's how they are, but, they were kind of like, hey, we don't give a shit about the people. Like, it's just about the money
Mhm.
at first, right? We just got to make sure this works. Like, don't worry about them. And, like, I had to come in and be like, man, that's not the way it works because things just don't, like, there's no influence if you do it that way. At the end of the day, you leave and they don't do nothing. And it's like, you're just kind of like, shooting yourself in the foot, you know. So I feel
Mhm.
like it comes down to that, like on the teams too, like
Oh, yeah.
football, whatever. Like the coaches, right? Is like, it's like the freaking. Well, I know we'll get into fighting here in a little bit, you know, but like
Yeah.
the coach of like a freaking badass fighter, man. Like
Yeah.
he's gonna make the big difference if this dude's gonna go out there and be confident in his style, or if he's gonna go out there and like not listen and want to. It'll come down to his own leadership at the same time, but you know, it just makes a big difference on who is
Yeah.
screaming in your ear, bro, and who's telling you and who's giving you that advice.
Yeah. Yeah, but they got a big ass game this weekend, man, against Oklahoma State. You know, Oklahoma State's the only team in the Big 12 that's doing anything right now. I think they're still undefeated. I mean,
Is it a home game or away?
let me check real quick. I think it is home. No, it's at Oak State. No, that's fucking real scary.
What's the rules to go watch a game? It's still the same. Like you just
Nah, I
There's no
think you have to
special
wear a
rule?
mask and shit.
do you?
Yeah. So they've played Tulsa, West Virginia, Kansas, and Iowa State. So yeah, so I don't know, man. But this is what pisses me off about this team is like this is the kind of game that they'll go out and win for no fucking
Mhm.
reason. Like y'all been getting. I mean, we got smashed by Oklahoma. I mean, we didn't get smashed. We ended up losing in whatever
Was it by
fucking
touchdown or something.
9
yeah.
overtime or whatever. And then we get beat by TCU, but then we come out and beat Oak State, which is their number one in the conference right now, which it's just gonna piss me off even more, bro. You know, that shit's just gonna make me mad more. Like, bitch, don't fucking go out and win this game, because then it's like, well, what the fuck were y'all doing before? That
Yeah.
I hope they don't win. I hope they don't win this week. That's gonna make me mad. But yeah, so they got a big game this weekend, man. So we'll see how that goes.
Have you been to a game this year?
Nah, not this
No.
year. I hardly ever go to games. I like to me, Texas, the stadium doesn't get popping, man.
Nah,
It doesn't
yeah.
get wild like like you see other colleges like Texas Tech, A&M seems like they get fucking wild over there. Oklahoma State, they seem like they get real wild. But nah, Texas is more like real quiet, It's
Yeah.
not. It's more alumni people, not as many students. So yeah, I mean, I've been to a few games where they're pretty cool, but nah, I'd rather watch it on TV.
Even cool like the tailgates, where like
Yeah, tailgates are better, bro.
Yeah.
For real. Yeah. Oh, fucking sucks we didn't get to do one this year.
Dude, what? We only did one, right?
We did one, yeah.
Man, fuck. I was looking forward to that because I got better gear. We were
Yeah.
ready for it. We knew what to expect.
Hopefully
Fuck.
next year, bro. Next year.
I'm ready, man. If he wants to
Hopefully.
make it happen again,
Yeah.
we'll make it a thing. We'll do it bigger and better.
Yeah.
God damn, that was a good time.
Yeah.
would y'all be able would you be able to set up like a podcast out there while watching it?
We
or
did.
that
We
would-
did one last
Oh,
year.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
did.
what we
Yeah.
did. Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't go live like this or nothing, but we recorded an episode and it was fun, man. It was cool.
We did some
Yeah, I don't
some
doubt it.
giveaway promos
Yeah.
and shit like that. It was a good time. Yeah, I was looking forward to it because now we kind of knew what to expect
Yeah.
and what to do, and just to get more people in. Like,
Yeah, the first time we were like scared little virgins kind of.
fuck yeah, dude. But I mean,
How I
we
feel.
went through it. We just laid back and let them do it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Now we know what the fuck we're doing.
Yeah.
We've gone out, had a few one night stands,
Yep.
figured it out. You know,
Hell yeah.
Got a little
be in
experience
charge.
on the belt.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do.
Yeah.
But all right, man, let's get into this Khabib, man. Fucking
Khabib
Khabib
ain't nowhere to fuck with, bro.
Nurmagomedov. This is one of the baddest dudes to ever
Yeah.
do it, man. So he defended his belt again this weekend against Justin Gaethje. Choked him out in the second round with a triangle, and I don't know, man. 29-0.
And he even put himself like in a bad position,
Yeah,
to be like, well, it's almost like do or die. Like
yeah,
either I get this, triangle, or this dude just, is gonna get the better hand on me. And man, that's what he took. He took that risk to freaking get that in, sink it in,
Yeah.
and freaking.
but this is a nasty triangle, man. A lot of people wouldn't
Do
pull.
you have it?
No, I
Oh,
don't.
yeah,
I don't
you
think
can't-
they. I don't think
you
they
don't
show
think
the
you can put it
finishes.
out, right?
Nah.
Yeah, they don't post
UFC
shit
doesn't
like
post
that.
the
They're
finishes like
real
that.
strict about that.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but But yeah, man, it was it's crazy, man. It's crazy that he retired because we're all missing that one fight, bro. The one fight I always wanted to watch him fight is Tony Ferguson.
Tony Ferguson.
You know, I mean, we've been robbed of that fight for fucking like 4 years, 5 years, man.
This last time he got sick, right? No, he had an
No,
injury.
the Rona happened. The Rona happened, and because they were scheduled to fight, and then Rona hit, and then Khabib couldn't travel to the U.S. because everything was shut down. So then they ended up doing Tony and Gaethje. So, and then Tony ended up getting beat up by Gaethje.
He's on that one, right?
Yeah, which sucked because I think Tony fucked up on that one because so the way they were doing it is like it was short notice for Gaethje, and then something happened where they couldn't do it that weekend. But Tony Ferguson, being a fucking beast that he is, he ended up cutting the weight anyways. So Friday morning he weighed himself. He cut down to 155 like he's supposed to. But then they ended up scheduling the fight for like a week or two after that, which then he had to gain his, and then he had to cut back down to 155. And being a fighter or whatever, you know, cutting weight ain't fucking easy, man, and it drains you. And doing that shit twice in a matter of weeks, you're not gonna be the same kind of dude you are.
Nah, especially with those freaking tough practices that you're doing, like you said, to cut weight, bro.
Yeah.
You know, because El Cucuy, man, that's because, you know, and that's the jiu-jitsu we were doing at 10th Planet.
Yeah,
was
he's
like the
10th Planet. Yeah.
You know, and freaking Delhi, man, to be able to see that jiu-jitsu go up against Khabib, bro.
Yeah,
you know,
bro.
his style, bro, because his is just smothering. You know what I'm saying? Khabib just holds you
But
down.
that's the thing is Tony has, you know, one of the only guys that has a good enough ground game off his back to be able to give him problems,
to give him something.
or catch him in something, you know. So it's just that fight, man. I've always wanted to see it. I know a bunch of other people have always wanted to see it, and I mean, it looks like we're not gonna get it now. But the thing that it does do is opens up the lightweight division big time, man. Because now you got Gaethje. The UFC just signed Michael Chandler, which that dude has been a beast over at Bellator for fucking years. So he's over in the UFC now. You got Gaethje, Tony, Chandler, Connor, Dustin Poirier. I mean, dude, it just opens it up big time for all kinds of great matchups, man.
Yeah, true.
But still, dude, you know, you still want to see Khabib though, you know? It sucks, and I know why he did it. You know, he was saying that his father passed away, and
His father passed away?
Yeah.
That was one of his main mentors, right? Main like coaches in life.
Yeah, so he was saying that he didn't want to make the walk to the cage anymore without his father, you know. And he had told his mom that, you know, this is my last fight. So, and you know, Khabib is like, the dude keeps his word. So I doubt he comes back, man. I don't think he's gonna be one of those guys that retires and then comes back and then retires again and comes back. I don't think he's gonna be one of those guys unless it's something like fucking crazy, like a GSP matchup or something. If it's a GSP matchup, I think he'd come back. I think he'd come back for that.
Crazy,
but
man.
I don't think he'd come back for anything else. So, but yeah, man, dude, that sucks.
That dude had a lot of respect, man. You know,
Khabib, because he did everything the right way, man.
Yeah,
he's not one of the guys that has to, you know, talk a lot of shit. He doesn't do. He goes in there, respects his opponent, you know, respects their skills, and just dominates. Dude just fucking dominates. We've never seen it. The only person you could compare to how dominating that dude was GSP on the ground.
yeah.
Like GSP was the only other guy that had like, you know,
True.
ridiculous wrestling the way Khabib did.
Remember, he got a hold of who did GSP go with a couple times? Was it Nate?
No, I think he fought
Nick.
he fought Nick for
Nick,
sure.
right? And
Yeah.
he kept him almost the same way. He had that freaking reverse bear hold on him
Yep.
almost, and
Yep.
just going over. That's what Khabib did, you know, like when he got on McGregor's ass and he had him down like that.
Yeah.
And McGregor didn't know what the hell to do, bro. He was
Yeah, he got dominated that whole fight, dude. I mean, he had a few, you know, little instances of success
stand-up.
in the third round, but even then he wasn't landing like
Yeah.
something like anything crazy. Like he didn't hurt Khabib at all. And what's crazy was Khabib is the one that hurt him on the feet. So I mean, it sucks that dude's gone, man, because he was such a great fighter to watch. His fights were always exciting too, man. Even though they were ground and pound and gritty and shit like that. I know a lot of people don't like the wrestling, because they say it's boring, but I fucking loved it, dude. I love that kind of stuff. So, man, the Eagles gone. You know,
You ever thought about putting your daughters in any? And
I want to put them in
Jiu-jitsu or-
jiu-jitsu. Yeah. Shit's expensive though.
Yeah, no, they don't
They
play
be
on them
fucking
prices,
around, man. That's just for like.
it's like $170 a month for one. You're
Yeah,
like, holy,
nah.
holy.
I have to get some more of that Trump money to get him in that shit.
Get them Donnie dollars.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Get that little extra 1,200, throw him in something.
Damn. Like, so 170 a month?
I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure there are schools out there,
Nah,
but like
maybe
a
a little
10th
less,
Planet
but
is 10th Planet is expensive, but that's one of the top schools in the
it's-
nation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
they have a
mean,
really
it's-
good girl program. You know,
Yeah.
they have some. There's this girl from San Antonio. Forgot her name. She's 12 years old, little Hispanic young girl, and she's a beast, bro. Like
How many lessons is that per month?
I don't know.
I mean, if it's 170, because I mean,
maybe
if you break it
unlimited.
down-
Really?
Oh well, I mean, fuck, that's not bad then. She gonna be there 6 days a week.
Yeah, right.
If it's only 170
You
a month,
fucking
that's how
making
I'm gonna
them
look
work.
at it. Yeah, it's
Or whenever
price
they
per
have the
use.
kids classes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know how it works. I haven't looked into it that much. Like I know I want them to do jujitsu, but I've never like hardcore looked into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I know
Well,
a
they're
few
still
people.
kind of young
Jiu-jitsu
too,
or
right?
Muay
Because
Thai, bro.
y'all did you do 10th Planet, right? And
I
then
did.
Tio did 10th Planet
He
for
did
a while.
too. Yeah. That's where I seen him again. I was
Yeah.
like, "What's up, Tio?" You know, like
Yeah.
from like high school and shit. You know, we always didn't like really bond that much. You know, so like to like be able to have something like that, you know, kind of connect us. You know,
Yeah.
and be like, "Oh, no, that's that was like." Young people, you know, when we were like young.
Dude,
in
we're
high school and
totally
shit.
different people by
Oh
then.
fuck
Like,
yeah, bro! I was dumb as
Like
fuck back then.
earlier when he got here, we were talking about like middle school shit, and I was like, "Fuck, that just like pains me thinking about like those days." It's like I'm not the same fucking like god damn.
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
It's like a lifetime ago, but
I mean,
Yeah,
for
so-
real, it is, bro. We're getting old. Fuck,
are, man.
20 years ago.
my body tells me
What's-
every day.
Well, what was yeah, it's like 20 years ago, right? Middle school's what?
Yeah.
When you
Yeah.
like 12,
Yeah,
32, 33?
I
So, yeah,
think-
fucking 20
yeah.
years.
I think
Fuck.
like sixth grade. You and I were like sixth grade when it was like the year 2000. You know, remember all that shit coming down, and then
Yeah, when we were all
Yeah.
gonna die.
The Y2K.
yeah, Y2K, man, that was it. That was our coronavirus.
Bro, I don't know about this
Got
beer,
rid of
man. I'm gonna tell you
AOL.
right now.
You not liking it? Not
Nah.
digging it?
I don't like the lime.
You not
Like the
liking it?
salt, the salt is decent, but I don't know about the lime, man.
Yeah,
The lime is hurting.
you're not caring for it, huh?
Nah,
I got
that's good though.
I got a few other. I got that OU sucks beer.
Oh.
We had that last week.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, what's the time? It's 8:36. OU still sucks.
yeah. But
Yeah.
man, dude, it's crazy when you think back on your childhood, especially
Dude,
now, man. It's
like-
fucking weird.
It hurts me like when I really really like just think about it. It's like, oh man, that is not who I am today. Like I don't know. But I mean, when you look back, like it also like you're still figuring shit out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you don't know who you are as a person.
Well, dude, I didn't know fucking dick till I was about 31,
You're talking about just life.
30.
I
Well,
know,
not just life, but it's like, you know, you're still doing stupid shit.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're still and that was till I was about 30.
Yeah.
I was still doing dumb shit, you know, still I mean like fucking stupid
Just
shit,
partying
bro.
and shit like
Nah,
that.
not even
or
partying,
What are you
just-
talking about?
just-
Dumb shit.
Like just dumb shit, like, you know.
I mean, you say dumb shit. I think either like
Well,
partying
I can't get into it.
or like Steve-O, Johnny Knoxville,
Nah, it
jackass
wasn't no shit like that.
You know what I
It
mean?
was just
Because I
stupid.
was right probably in the middle of that.
Yeah. Nah, it was just stupid shit. But
Just
it's like
irresponsible
yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
yeah. And it's like now I'm like, what the fuck? And that was just 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And I was
Well-
dumber before that.
Yeah, well, and you know what's weird is like, so like, you know, I'll see somebody who's like older than me,
Yeah.
you know, 40, 50, whatever, and it's like, you know, at one point, you know, I was in middle school, you know, 15, just figuring life out, you know,
Yeah.
and even, you know, 18, 19, 20, 25, you're still figuring shit out. Like this person who, you know, might be 10, 15, 20 years older than me, they were once in that spot.
Yeah.
Like, and it just, I don't even know how to properly like phrase that, but it's like, there's that commonality,
Yeah.
but there's also a 20-year gap
yeah.
when these experiences were done, so they're not really even the same.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just weird. Like I've grown so much as an individual, as a person from, you know, last year,
Yeah.
you know, and the year before, and you know, when you take it that far back, comparing it to like middle school as the baseline, it's like, whoa,
Yeah.
it's more than night and day.
Well, you know what's helped out a lot is fucking podcasts, bro. Like
Yeah.
podcasts, just listening
time.
to
Hearing other people's experiences.
yeah, just listening to that, and you know how our brains work, and yeah, man, it's opened my eyes to a lot more shit. And even doing this podcast, it's helped me, you know, not be, because I used to just be like more straight up, just all about my teams and whatever, all that shit. And now doing the podcast, I had to be, you know, like in the middle. You know, I had to step back and be able to look at shit and just be honest with, you know, give my honest opinion about my team, whoever else's team.
You come in, you're like, fuck,
True.
my team fucking sucks ass this,
yeah,
you know.
so it's just like
Straight
it's,
up with
it's
it.
it's crazy, man. It's
It's kept you humble.
yeah.
Same thing with my other show, like, you know, the politics and stuff like that. I
Yeah.
wasn't really so much into that. Then we focused on that,
Well-
and I learned a lot more. And then you learn a lot about yourself.
Yeah.
And, you know, trying to, you know, you obviously have your, you know, everybody has their biases.
Biases, yeah.
But, you know, you also, it forces you to learn about the other,
Yeah.
and that kind of keeps you grounded.
And that's the thing that I've always taken away from Rogan, is like he's always talking about, like, if you're married to your ideas, you're never gonna fucking grow as
never
an
gonna grow as a
individual. You're
person.
never gonna learn anything.
Yeah.
So why not? You know, the reason why we have conversations is to be able to listen to other people, and then, you know, if he's right, why be mad about it?
You've
You
got to
were
be
wrong,
able. You've got to
you
be
know?
able to admit that you're wrong.
Yeah.
And I mean, honestly, on a day-to-day basis, like I have to do that with my job.
Yeah.
Like, because, you know, I've got a crew that they've been with me for a pretty, you know, a good amount of time, and they're, you know, catching on, learning shit, and they're getting to the point where they're like, hey, why don't we do something this way and this way? And it's like, fuck, you know, I never thought about that.
Yeah.
And, you know, I could be the bitter asshole and be like, no, that won't work.
Yeah.
You know, but it's like, no, like, hey, that point's got some validity there.
Yeah.
Like, I never thought about that. Like,
Yeah.
and it takes somebody who is kind of, you know, is very humble to say, hey, all right. I mean, I obviously know my methods are not the best methods. I know my methods work,
Yeah.
but I always tell them, it's like, I'm going to teach you something the way I know, and I want you to kind of do it till you get familiar. But once you get to a certain point where you've mastered that way, I want you to find another way to do it. And, you know, I want those ideas. I want that feedback,
Yeah.
you know, and if it doesn't work out, I'll be like, oh shit, we tried that 9 months ago and it didn't work. But, you know, and it's like, oh, fuck, they come up with another idea. It's like, oh, I didn't think about that. All right, let's try it.
Yeah.
You know, you've got to be able to admit when you're wrong. And I mean, that's a huge thing in life, not just in sports, politics. I mean, anything, just in life. You've got to be able to admit when you're wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah.
It's like that ego, right?
Fuck yeah.
Letting go of that ego. The ego sometimes. is
Oh,
what-
dude, the
Ego's
ego's
a
a
bitch, bro.
motherfucker,
Yeah.
dude. Like, god damn, I fight with that all day.
It's a bitch.
It's like
man.
I'm reading this book right now. It's how to like lose yourself, basically, like how to break the habit of yourself, right? And it's like to be able to like grow, to be able to like move a level up, like you got to be able to like make yourself nothing, basically, like bring yourself to like zero, right? Like you're nothing and you're just like a canvas ready to like pick up more and more stuff, right? That's gonna help you like get out of doing like the freaking habits that you do throughout life, right?
Yeah.
And like creating something, getting your mind to recreate something out of like that subconscious and that conscious, and just kind of going all in that sense. But being able to just, have you ever heard of John Maxwell? John C. Maxwell. He's
I have not.
like a leadership author, right? Like on leadership books and real big with coach. Man, who was his? It was a old school basketball coach, bro. The name's gonna come to my name. John Wooden, right? That was like one of his mentors, and he's just like basically like you were saying in your company, right? Like you got to be willing to like hear other people's ideas, hear when you're wrong, like, hey, this thing doesn't really work as well as let's try it this way, right? But kind of like how cars have like this blind sides in your rearview mirror, you know, he's like people have blind sides on your own self that you won't be able to see unless somebody points it out to you, right?
Yeah.
Until
Yeah.
somebody tells you, hey, you know, this is something you've been doing wrong, and a lot of people are like, what do you mean? I've been doing everything right, but you're missing, like,
Yeah.
you know, that little piece that, like,
Well, you can only see what you can see.
Yeah.
exactly.
You know, I mean, no, I mean that's a perfect analogy because, you know, when I'm, you know, rolling out like a sealer or a stain or something on a floor, like I can only see from my perspective, and if I'm missing a spot, I may not be able to see it from mine. So I always tell my guys, hey, doesn't matter what you're doing or where you are, always check everybody else's work because you may be able to see something he can't.
Yeah.
And it's just, you know, you got to keep that eye and, you know, also, you know, have your ego in check to know, oh fuck, I missed that spot, you know, and not be mad when somebody calls you out on it, but also have the balls to say, hey, you missed that spot over there. Hit that. I mean, it's that's also another thing is to speak up when you see something like that.
Yeah. Well,
Hey, bro, last thing, man. What y'all think about that Loma and Lopez fight, man?
Oh, it was great.
I watched like the first 6 rounds, so I haven't finished it yet, but I heard it was really good. I can't believe Lomachenko lost. That's wild. Cause I mean he was basically the pound for pound best fighter in the world, right? And
Freaking like 150 amateur fights somewhere around there, like 171 and 0 losses, like in his amateur career.
And Lopez is more like coming up and coming, you know, not a big name yet. So
I put on my stories.
But-
I was like, who thinks Lopez looks like he's from Montopolis area?
he does. But I don't know what to make of boxing, bro. Boxing is
yeah,
it's kind of like dying, right?
there's certain athletes.
I don't know,
in there
man.
that
I mean,
make
it's
it-
not even pay per view no more.
I would-
Like they had that
That was
fight.
free.
That's
That was
one of the
free.
biggest. That's one of the biggest fights that's happened in the past 6-7 years. Nah, not that much. Maybe like 4 or 5 years. It's one of the biggest fights to happen, and it's not even pay per view. It's free
Yeah.
on ESPN.
Mm.
Like that's what's crazy
It
about
was
it.
like a 5 championship
Damn.
exchange fight.
Yeah.
right?
I mean,
Like,
I
and
don't
it's-
I don't
five
like
titles.
follow the boxing world, but when it comes to like, you know, the hand-to-hand combat shit, like I've always sided a little more to boxing than like UFC, MMA kind of thing. I don't know why, but I don't know. Maybe I just haven't watched enough of the
Just savage on the
UFC, but
striking,
I
bro.
mean,
What do you
there's
mean
a-
though? Like you're giving more validity to the boxing than to UFC?
No, because I understand. I mean, they're just different styles, but to me, like boxing seems. See, no, I mean, I think about what I was just about to say, and it's like, no, you can equally apply that to UFC. I mean, they're just different sports. But
Yeah.
with boxing, I've enjoyed the I guess the tactfulness of it. But I mean, the same can be said for UFC. It's just a different pace.
Yeah.
Like boxing, you know, obviously goes longer. You know, you're talking 10, 12 rounds, whereas UFC, what you're talking maybe 5.
Yeah, championship
5
fights are
minute.
5
Yeah.
5
So
minute rounds.
I mean, it's just a totally different. I mean, I guess the commonality is you want to hurt your opponent. You know, so I don't know. I've always just been a little partial to boxing more than UFC, MMA. I don't
Yeah.
know why.
Yeah.
I think
just
like the
have.
multi-dimension is what makes it a little bit harder. Like if MMA had to go like 12 rounds, 3 minutes, it's like with takedowns.
You wouldn't be
and
able to do that
kicks
shit.
and-
Oh
There's
yeah,
no
they
way.
would
you
they
know,
would be
it's
so
like,
gassed
yeah,
by then.
It's nuts
Um,
because sometimes I go back to boxing and just kind of strike just boxing and
Well, yeah,
More
maybe
volume.
it's because it's a longer con with boxing, so you have to have a little more. See, and again, I feel like I'm starting to
like
contradict
endurance,
myself.
To me, MMA is more exciting because there's so
Yeah,
many more.
I'll give
I mean,
you that.
There's. I mean, how many times? knockouts. Like they
Yeah.
rarely happen now in
Yeah.
boxing.
Well, yeah,
but
and
if you watch a UFC fight, there's so many different ways a fight can end.
yeah.
And that's what makes it more exciting to me, even
Well,
if it's
there's-
on the ground.
There's less things allowed, I guess, in UFC versus boxing. You have like a tighter stringent of rules and punches and things that can be thrown, so you have to work within those confines.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I like.
Yeah.
Is I mean, the end goal is essentially to win, just like any other game or competitive sport.
Yeah.
You know, by striking your opponent, knocking them out, getting the more points or whatever. But yeah, with boxing, you have more limits on what you can do, so you have to work within those. Whereas UFC, you've got a much broader way of winning, I guess, of what you can do
Yeah.
to win.
But the thing is too is like boxing is more like they protect their fighters a whole lot more than the UFC
Oh, for sure.
than
Yeah.
MMA does.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean matchups like everybody always brings up, you know, the Manny Pacquiao and Mayweather, which it should have happened, you know, maybe 5-6 years before it actually
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
By the time they ended up fighting, they were both old. You know, they were older. They weren't the same fighters that they were, and
Before,
Pacquiao
right?
was hurt, and so it's like, you know, you're not fighting in your prime, which is when people wanted to see you fight.
Hey, what is it? Tyson coming back to fight?
Yeah, Tyson's-
who is it?
It's supposed to be an exhibition fight, but it's
But you
gonna
know
be,
they're gonna go all out, dude. It's fucking Tyson.
yeah, it's gonna be Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr., one of
Yeah.
my favorite fighters.
Roy
ever.
Jones Jr.
Yeah,
That's gonna
bro.
be a good one because
Yeah.
Tyson. I mean, he was
I
on
didn't hear
Rogan a
about
couple
that.
weeks ago.
Yeah,
I
they're
don't know if you
fighting.
listened to
I think
it.
they're fighting in November.
Yeah. Well, he said he's like, yeah, it's an exhibition, but he's like, me and Roy Jones, like, we're not gonna treat it like an exhibition. Like,
Yeah.
we're going for the knockout.
Well, there's no way you're fighting Mike Tyson. Roy Jones was on Joe's podcast.
Oh, was it? Okay, I
a
missed
few days
his.
after it.
Oh, I think I
few
missed
days after,
his.
yeah. But he said he was like, yeah, I knew it. He was like, there's no way you're gonna go into an exhibition fight with Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
There's no
No.
exhibition about it.
Yeah.
But the thing that Roy Jones was kind of pissed off about was, so they were supposed to do it like in September, which would have only given Mike Tyson like 6 weeks to prepare.
Yeah.
So Roy Jones was like, yeah, I'll fucking do that. You know, Mike at the time was like a fat, you know, he was fat
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
wasn't
6
in
week.
shape.
Fuck yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, he was like, I know
Shit,
I
I'll
could
take
get,
Mike with 5 weeks of prep.
Yeah, he was like, I know I could get more ready and in fight shape than he can
Mm-hmm.
in 6 weeks. So yeah, I'll take it. But then they ended up pushing it back. And so Roy Jones was like, that's kind of fucked up. You know, that's not what we agreed upon. But they ended up doing it anyway. So you know, it's going to be crazy, man.
It'll be a good one either way.
I don't know. Well,
Yeah,
that's the thing
Tyson's
too
still a
is
beast.
they both look like they could still fucking fight.
Dude,
like it's
you
not.
saw that promo that Tyson put out?
Oh yeah,
Dude.
it's not like them in their heyday.
No.
But like if you look at like when Chuck Liddell and Tito Ortiz fought each other the last time, which was fucking terrible. You watch Chuck hit pads and shit, and you're like, you feel sorry for the guy. You watch fucking Tyson hit pads, and you're like,
He's
fuck,
still,
man.
like,
yeah, he's
freaking
still
recharging,
fucking got
right?
it. And Roy Jones is the same way. So it's like,
I just seen a picture earlier. It was like Tyson at 36 to now that he's, I think, what, 53?
54, I
54,
think.
and
yeah.
he's like way more like jacked for his age now than he was at 36, man.
It's
That's why I
just
stay in
crazy.
between, bro. I be messing with that Muay Thai, man. I've been doing Muay Thai for a while now.
But what do you think about that? Why do you think Muay Thai or kickboxing hasn't taken off?
Man, I
'Cause-
feel
'cause
like it's like a big time on being like more of like a humble sport, man. I
Uh-huh.
don't know, like you go to Thailand, it's huge over there, right?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
over there,
Big
like
time.
those fighters like Bokoi and just like Senchai, they're like
Sanchai is fucking wild, bro.
freaking famous over there, right?
Yeah.
And here too, for sure. But man, there's just so many different levels to it. Like they have competitions here in the United States, you know, tournaments and different fights, but it just, I don't know, they just don't promote it as much like that, man.
Yeah.
And they get paid over there, you know. Like my coach was from Thailand, and they got
he's
paid all
still
right,
fast as
you know.
fuck.
But it was like that sport is more for like, man, let's like we need to feed the family. We're gonna go do Muay Thai,
yeah.
right? Like I need
But
to.
like I don't
That'd make
see,
like a better fighter, right? You're trying to
Yeah.
feed your family?
I wouldn't see like I don't see how it doesn't get more notoriety
Yeah,
here,
no.
like more popular, because you know you get the boxing and then you get kicks as well. So it seems, and there are way more
Elbows,
knockouts
yeah.
in kickboxing and shit than there are in boxing.
You see them over there, man. They have these big old freaking open up cuts and they're still
Oh, yeah.
freaking they're patch it up. You know, you're gonna go another freaking round and shit. And with those elbows, especially, you know, and it does get huge. There was that that they were doing fights basically. What was this league called, man? It's still going. Like they do it like at 3 a.m.
Dang, I got
But
that.
they're really big on it.
Yeah.
They got some, you know, they got really big, but they don't do it in the United States. They do it like in the Philippines, in Cambodia, you know,
Yeah.
Thailand. That's where they held, but that's where they kind of. So it's gotten big for sure, but just in the United States, you know, it's just.
It's weird though, man.
Yeah.
Like, I would like to see more kickboxing. But yeah,
It's
man.
fun as hell, bro.
I think that's all we got, man.
Man, this
Fucking-
was way
You
different,
enjoy
like
it,
you
man?
said, yeah, bro.
Yeah.
You know, like you said, man, like
I tell you, once you start talking this shit, get into it, man. It gets a little.
sometimes
smoother.
you don't have these type of conversations with people in your everyday life, you know.
Nah,
Unless
well,
you
people
have
don't
like
talk.
a group
People
like
don't
that.
talk to each other no more.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You get text messages and shit, Facebook, you know, people talk to each other, but conversations like legit conversations like this, I mean, they're not had anymore. You know, that's what sucks. Social media is good and shit, but and you know, this thing right here is good. You know, it serves its purpose, but I think we're losing a lot of the connections to humanity, to our humanity by not having conversations every day.
especially with like the kiddos,
Oh, well,
right?
yeah, I don't let my kids on, like, they don't have phones and shit like that. I you know, we try not to let them on
Like
these
tablets and
things.
stuff?
Yeah, nah. We try not to. We limit them. Like my daughter, she's just got into like playing like this Roblox video game and shit, and we limit her to like an hour a day, just playing that. So we try to keep it, but it's hard, man, because it's
Yeah.
everywhere. You know,
Everywhere.
the shit's fucking everywhere. But
2-3-year-olds know about it.
oh fuck yeah, bro. That shit's crazy. I watched, you know, watching 2-3-year-old kids fucking just opening tablets and moving them around and shit. It's like, what the fuck, bro?
For real.
Yeah.
Finding Baby Shark on YouTube, you're like, what the hell?
Yeah.
How you find that?
Yeah. But all right, man, let's wrap this bitch up. Y'all can find
it was a
us
pleasure, bro.
on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at From the Left Hash. You can find me on Twitter, Bearded Mexican 3. On Instagram, the same thing. You want to give a shout out? What's your restaurant, bro? Give
Yeah,
it a
Las
plug.
Barcas. Y'all get out there in Canyon Lake, man. Y'all go out there. You know, we take care of y'all here. Y'all can find me on Instagram as well, Ale Dre Henriquez, right? And you know, if y'all need we get something else on here, bro, about cryptocurrency and Bitcoin next time, bro.
Yeah, we'll get into
Pop
it.
out there, bro.
Yeah,
we'll be here for
now-
another 3 hours, bro, talking. if
All
we
right.
start talking about that.
But all right, man. Thank y'all for watching. Come back next time.
Cool.
Peace.